He who comes to me shall not hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. This was a step forward. As long as Jesus talked about bread, and he had fed them miraculously in the wilderness, their minds were entirely absorbed with the idea of free material bread from Jesus. But then when he said, I am the bread of life, I am the bread, the Galileans didn't accept that. They wanted the bread, which, as Jesus said, provides life to the world. But they didn't understand what kind of bread he was talking about. They didn't want the person of Jesus. If he is the bread of life, well, that's not what they had in mind. They were like the multitudes of people in our day who want that which only God can provide them, but they don't want a relationship with God himself. They want God's gifts, but they do not want God to exercise any control over their lives. The Galileans were like people today who want the pleasures and benefits of marriage, but they want those things without being married. Or they are like little children who are happy because grandmother is coming, and she always brings them gifts. But once grandma has given them the gifts, they ignore grandmother altogether. Jesus' words to them were, You have seen me, and yet you do not believe. They saw his miracles, they were fed by his miracle, but they withheld any faith or loyalty towards Jesus. So Jesus said, All that the Father gives me will come to me, and him who comes to me I will not cast out. For I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose nothing of all he has given me, but raise it up on the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day. I will allow Abuna